Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so we are on. I hope everyone can see us. Okay, yes. Okay. So apologies for the slightly later start. As you can see, we are right in the still in the middle of Tafrit. Let me just try and raise this so you can see a bit clearer. Okay, perfect. That should do the trick. Okay. So I want to share with you a brief idea. Welcome back, everyone. We've been away a few days, and it's lovely to see you. Good morning to Peter, to Rachel, to Stell, to Eitan, and all those that are still joining us. So just to be clear, Sunday morning will be 8:30 a.m. Sunday will be 9:30, and Sunday and Monday will be 9:30 a.m. the learning program, because it is bank holiday. Okay, that's as much information as I know. Parshas Vaeira is absolutely fascinating. I want to share a brief idea, and that is relating to Moses and the staff. We know that when it came to the plagues, there were 10 plagues. 7 were in the book of the Sedra of Vaeira, and then there were 3 that are in Bo. Now, in this week's Parsha, Moshe is commanded by God to go to Pharaoh and to say to him that he should perform the first of the plagues. Let my people go, and if not, then I'm going to bring blood, and the rivers are going to be filled with blood. All your water supplies will be filled with blood. And when it comes to actually performing that plague, in other words, starting that plague, Moshe defers to Aaron. The first plagues of blood, of frogs and lice, Moshe didn't actually carry them out. So he didn't instigate. He instructed Aaron to do it, and Aaron did it on behalf of Moses. Why is it that Moshe himself was not able to take his staff and to strike the Nile, and then the plague would begin? Why is it the first 3 plagues that were hitting the river or to hit the ground so that lice would come up? Why is it that Moshe was not able to do so? And to understand this, we have to go back and bear in mind the history, the origins of Moshe. We all know, we're familiar with the story, that Moses was initially hidden in the bulrushes. His mother pushed him out. There was a edict against the male-born Jewish children, and therefore Moses, after being hidden for 3 months, was eventually put into a crib, put into a wickerwork basket, and then he was on the Nile. And therefore, Moses, Reb Chaim Shmulevitz says that later in life, when it came to being the leader of the Jewish people, he forevermore owed a debt of gratitude to the river Nile, to the water which saved his life. Because were it not for the fact that that water had carried him towards the daughter of Pharaoh, who knows what would have been with Moses? That's point number 1. Now, point number 2 is as follows. So we understand why it is that Moses couldn't perform the first couple of plagues, because they were to do with the river Nile. They were to do with water, which saved Moses' life. What about the third? The third, of course, was hitting the ground. How was Moshe indebted to the ground? We know when it came to Moses stepping onto the world stage, as it were, and being cast into the limelight, that was when Moses sees an injustice. He sees an Egyptian smiting a Jew. Moses saves the Jew's life, kills the Egyptian, and buries him in the sand. So the sand, as it were, covered up and saved Moses' life again, because otherwise, of course, it would have been incriminating against Moses in saving this Jewish person's life. So Moses felt that he was unable to perform these actions of starting the first 3 plagues. Why? Because he felt that he would be showing ingratitude towards the river and towards the soil on the riverbank, the earth, the dust. And the question here, friends, is absolutely obvious. what difference would it make hitting the soil or hitting the water? Right? They don't have feelings, right? I can understand you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, right? But that's because we are sensitive, because we're human. But a water or the dust of the earth certainly don't have feelings. So why is it that Moses couldn't do it? And the answer is, as we've already mentioned, this concept is that the debt of gratitude that we should have is towards everything and anything and anyone. We always think, or we tend to think, that it's about the big gestures in life, it's about the big things. That's what makes the splash. That's what makes the impression. Somebody saves your life, then I'm indebted. What about somebody who opens the door for you? What about somebody who gives you a lift? That's a debt of gratitude. Somebody who greets you, somebody who asks after you. Any small action, even something as innocuous as being placed on the water, which the water didn't actually do anything, it was just there, but yet we see that we have to have gratitude for everything, even for inanimate objects. And it is such an important concept that Rav Chaim Shmulevitz speaks about, the debt of gratitude. We want to be living in a world or the society that we apologies, we live in a society which more and more is all about me and a self of independence and sense of entitlement, and therefore a person doesn't want to recognize, we naturally, if you think about it, we don't want to recognize that we are reliant or dependent on anyone or anything else. But the lesson from Moses, the lesson that we learn from this whole parsha, is the idea that we have to recognize every big or small kindness that anyone performs on our behalf and speak and express our gratitude to them. In that way, we will be gracious people, appreciative people. And that's why every single day we start with thanking God for the very gift of life, because it's something that we all take for granted in one way or another. And it's something that we can't afford to do so. We have to appreciate everything that we have, everyone that we have in our lives, and in particular, the gift of life. I'm going to have to go because I have to go back to shul, but wishing everyone well. It's so nice to see you. I am back now, and the usual service will resume 9:30 Sunday and Monday because it's bank holidays. To good morning, David, Richard, Eitan, and Estelle, and Rachel. Lovely to see you, and all those that are joining us, Peter, and anyone else that I've missed, apologies. We look forward to seeing you regularly next week, 9:30 Sunday morning. Take care, have a great day, and a Shabbat Shalom to you all. Business as usual next